up, you guys? Today I am filming a completely impromptu grocery haul. I literally had no plans to film today, but James and I were coming home from a grocery shopping trip and I was like, why not set up the camera and film it, because I have been obsessed with watching grocery hauls lately. You can probably tell this wasn't planned from my appearance. I don't have any makeup on except for a little bit of lip balm because my skin has actually been so rashy and irritated and inflamed this past week. I think it's from the extreme cold we are having, so I've been makeup free so much lately and my skin is actually probably the best it's been in a while today. But anyways, for those of you who may be new to my channel, I am a vegetarian, but I eat vegan or plant-based the majority of the time. I cook vegan food at home and I'm kind of vegetarian in like social settings, but I eat vegan whenever possible, and my boyfriend just eats a normal diet. So I did omit some of the things we bought from today's grocery haul, just like the stuff my boyfriend picked out. The non-vegan stuff that I'm not going to eat essentially. We do most of our grocery shopping at Walmart because it's cheap and it saves us a lot of money. This was around, I think, $180 Canadian. It's a rough estimate because, like I said, we did omit some of the items, and there's also some cleaning products that I just took out because I didn't want to show that stuff. This is a really big grocery trip because we hadn't been in 2 weeks, so we had a lot of stuff, kind of like staple things to restock on. But it's like a pretty average grocery trip for us, so I thought it would be a good one to show. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these videos in the future. This is actually the first grocery haul I'm ever doing on my channel. I used to share them on Snapchat sometimes, so let me know if you guys like this and you want to see more, but let's get started. The first few things I got were some snow peas. This is just for like a stir fry noodle kind of thing I'm making. I also bought some Granny Smith apples. I've been trying to eat more apples recently, and I have also been juicing. I know like everyone all of a sudden is super into juicing. I actually have a juicer that I got as a gift for my 18th birthday, I think. I haven't used it in a really long time though. I've actually just been making my juices in my blender and then straining it through like a sieve or a cheesecloth. I also bought some parsley. I just want to quickly say I really try not to use these plastic produce bags because they are terrible for the environment. They're one-time use. Most people take them home and throw them away. The one exception I make is for like parsley, cilantro, kale, things that I don't want to just be like putting on the belt in the grocery store because they're often damp and I feel like it's hard to make sure I'm getting them 100% clean. A few staple items we had run out of. Got a huge bag of carrots. These bags last me forever. I also got some celery. What is it with celery juice right now? I feel like I missed the memo. Now everyone is drinking celery juice. And then I also got a huge 2-pound bag of broccoli. This is mostly for meal prep for James. I do still meal prep for him almost every weekend. Every weekend that we go get fresh groceries at least. This week I'm just doing like a roasted broccoli and sweet potato bowl for him. That was his request this week. I always ask him what he wants and then I make that on Sunday night for him, so he has lunches at work for the entire week. Okay, so I'm actually going to break up the produce a little bit and show 2 things that I actually picked up from Save On Foods that I wouldn't be able to find at Walmart. And these are 2 products from Bob's Red Mill. The first one is garbanzo or chickpea flour. In vegan cooking, chickpea flour is used as kind of an egg ingredient a lot of the time, and I have had this in the past and to be honest I didn't love it, but I'm not sure if it was just like the specific recipes I was using, so I wanted to give it another try because so many like vegan egg recipes do have this in the ingredients. And then I also got Vital Wheat gluten, which is something I've never bought before, and this is used to make seitan, which is just kind of like another vegan protein kind of alternative. I haven't had seitan much honestly, but I'm gonna try my hand at that. Then I got a couple plantains. They're really good, you know, either fried or baked as plantain chips. Got some asparagus. This is going in the vegan quiche. And then I just bought some bananas for smoothies and oatmeal and stuff like that. I got some organic avocados because they were actually cheaper than the regular avocados, and also just a big bag of lemons as well. I also bought a pineapple. I typically do buy the pre-cut and packaged pineapple from Costco because I find you get a lot in there, but once again I was just like, less packaging, it's probably cheaper too. It smells so good, and this is mostly for juicing too. I feel like I'm getting really red. I got some shallots, fresh garlic, and then some mint and sage. Got a huge knob of garlic. I am addicted to ginger. I love the taste of it. I'll seriously make a juice and do like this whole chunk in it for like a few glasses worth of juice. I'm just addicted to it and it's so good for you too. Got 2 butternut squashes. I'm planning on making butternut squash soup this week because it has been so cold, so I feel like that's gonna be really good and comforting. And then I also got 3 bunches of scallions. Another thing that I just use in like absolutely everything, and I find it always run out of them, so I buy a lot usually. I got a little mini bag of potatoes. Don't honestly remember what this is for. 3 sweet potatoes or yams, once again for James's lunch bowls. I was like, I'm just gonna show the rest of the produce at once, and now I'm really regretting grabbing so many things. But I got some shiitake mushrooms and cremini mushrooms. These shiitake mushrooms are going in a ramen that I'm making. I love making homemade vegan ramen, once again, especially on cold days, but I eat it like all throughout the year too. And finally, an English cucumber, mostly for green juice, and then 3 red bell peppers for various things. Some of the staple produce items that I didn't buy this week because I already have them are greens, of course. I already have a ton of cilantro, kale, and spinach, and also have a ton of onions as well. I think that's pretty much it for what we typically buy for produce. Okay, we've just got our little section of non-produce things left. First couple items, I just got some whole wheat mini tortillas, and then also a couple cans of refried beans. When I am just tired or a little bit short on time, one of my favorite like quick easy dinners to make is just little homemade taquitos. You literally just take a tortilla, spread some refried beans down the center, roll them up, and bake them. They're super simple. Got some pure canned pumpkin. This was actually in like a fall pumpkin pie kind of smoothie recipe that I saw that I wanted to make, and I think I also got it for a curry or some other kind of dish, maybe like the butternut squash soup. And then, oh, this is also really good for dogs too. It's a good thing to have on hand for your dog because that aids digestion. And then I also got mango pulp. There is this recipe I want to make that's like a mango tofu curry that sounds really good. So I've never bought that before, but I think that's going to be delicious. Diced tomatoes, tomato paste, and then I also picked up 3 cans of chickpeas, which are an absolute staple. And that's another thing too that I was already fairly well stocked on, is just beans, and also coconut milk too. That's a big canned item that we typically buy, but I have a ton of it already. Honestly, if I'm like looking for a recipe and I see that it has coconut milk in it, I pretty much always make it because I'm like, it's gonna be good. I also bought 3 containers of veggie broth. My mom always roasts me for buying great value Walmart brand veggie broth, but honestly, I really like it. It's actually really good. Like, I finally caved. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy like a better organic vegetable broth. It was so much more money, and I didn't even end up liking it, so I always just buy this great value organic vegetable broth, and I really like it. I also bought a couple of these little bricks of pitted dates. I bought these for these energy balls that I really like making that just like go in the blender. I was like, I could buy these, or I could buy a $20 container of pitted medjool dates, or I could buy these for like $3 each. So I went with these. These are what I've used in the past for energy balls and stuff like that. Probably not as good of quality, but so I did buy a few coconut things for smoothies as well. I bought a new smoothie and juicing cookbook, and a lot of their smoothies had coconut ingredients in them, so that is what these next few things are for. I just bought some silk coconut milk. I typically buy oat milk or soy milk, and I use that for like my coffee and everything. And then I buy unsweetened almond milk for like cooking purposes. And then I got a coconut yogurt and a coconut water. I just bought kind of the cheapest options that they had available. I've had this Yoso coconut yogurt before, and I don't love it, but it's okay mix in with things like in sauces or smoothies. And then coconut water I also don't love, but I know it's really good for you, and I feel like it'll be fine in a smoothie. I also bought a gigantic bag of bread flour because I want to start making more homemade bread and buns and things like that, because I find unless you go to a grocery store that has like a really top-notch bakery section, if you buy like buns or anything like that, they're just always really disappointing. So I want to make my own. I also bought a new jar of Hellmann's vegan mayo. I think this is the only vegan mayo that they have at Walmart, but it's always really cool to see these like huge mainstream brands come out with vegan alternatives, so I do like to support that. And this I mostly use for making vegan sauces. Earth Island is my favorite vegan cheese. These are their mozzarella shreds. They also have slices as well. I think I already have the cheddar slices in my fridge. Absolutely love this. It is the best in my opinion. The slices are really similar to Chow, which is a really popular brand. I'm sure if some of you guys are vegan as well or into vegan food, then you have heard of it. But Chow here is so expensive. It's literally like, I think almost $12 for like a little pack of slices. So this is a way better deal, and it melts pretty well in my opinion. And then I also just got more Earth Balance. It's just like vegan butter or margarine. It's a staple. I also bought 3 extra firm blocks of tofu. I am completely addicted to tofu. It is one of my favorite foods. And this is just like the Sunrise brand. My favorite brand of tofu is actually the one they sell at Costco here. I think it's literally called Superior Tofu, and it comes in a 3-pack. That is usually what I buy. Probably won't get to Costco for a little while and I am out, so God, to stock up on that. My hair is just getting worse and worse throughout this video. Last few things, I got a bottle of agave syrup. This is one of the things that definitely hiked up the price a little bit. I don't typically buy agave because I've heard mixed things about how good it is for you, so I'll typically sub maple syrup. I also just bought coconut nectar too, which I've really been liking. Got some white miso paste. Once again, I like making a lot of Asian cuisine. Shelled edamame beans, I really like this. There's like a 2-pack in here and they come in like a steamer bag, so they're really easy to prepare. And then these, I was super excited about these. Walking down the frozen aisle and these caught my eye, but at first I just kept walking past them because whenever I see like little frozen meals and things like this, they're usually not even vegetarian, let alone vegan. But I went back and I took a look at them and they actually had 2 vegan options, which I'm really excited to try. These are from a brand called Frontera and they are their taco bowls. So one is the veggie taco bowl and one is the 3-bean. The 3-bean version says it has like plantains and kale and chard and lots of really good veggies in it, and then this one has white beans, corn, a roasted tomatillo cilantro sauce, fire roasted vegetables. They just sounded extremely good to me. Not something I'd buy all the time because these were pricey. I think they were $4.57, but they look pretty big. And these are just, once again, those things that are kind of nice to have occasionally when you're having a busy day. Oh, and then the last thing I bought that I wanted to share was just this glass bottle. I've been needing something to put my juice in when I make more than I can drink at one time, you know, and keep it kind of fresh. So they just have this glass bottle. It's got like a little plastic lid, so I thought this would be perfect. But yeah, that was my grocery haul. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully this video isn't crazy long. Once again, let me know if you liked this video. I can definitely do more of them in the future, maybe like a Costco haul or something like that, we don't typically buy a ton of stuff at Costco. But give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Go follow me on social media. I'm at SariReanna on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe down below if you're new, but I'll talk to you in the next one.